two Mornington boys, but they're about to get off here, and it should be a good race. Solid start. No, the only bolt is the pacemaker, but everyone else seems to be happy to sit behind. So Pratt's out at the front. Then it looks like we have a Bendigo runner and Essendon runner behind, and then Angus Norman from Yarra Rangers sitting in fourth there.
So again, pretty well strung out, you would say. I mean, the last race was very packed up. These guys are more than happy to find their spot on the rail. And you are right, as what you said earlier. Sometimes it's easier to just let somebody break the win and be able to sit back, relax, not look at your watch, not look at the clock, and just trust that that person or people around you are going to be able to drag you through. Other people don't like doing that. We've got Scotty Benedict out there again, leading us through from the Stephen Deneen stables, the Deneen runners. Shout out to all Deneen runners watching along. And to Stephen Mel Deneen, hello and good evening. Scotty Benedict doing absolute wonders at the front.
And there's Chen on his shoulder there wearing the cap, so he's had a good effort tonight. This is his third race, and I think Benedict's second race, and that's of pacing, and they've already had their own 800s earlier, I believe. And Ollie Pratt's just tucked in there nicely as they go through in about 1:11, so similar pace to a couple of races ago for the men's, I think. So hopefully they can just hold on to that pace and get around that 4:30 mark, which is 3-minute Ks, which is basically what they're on.
Yeah, so Pratt's going to be the one who's going to take it up, as you mentioned, right behind there. And our Bendigo athlete as well, he's gonna have a little bit of push and shove. He's got a little bit of a drive back home, so he's going to make sure it's absolutely worth it. So he's tucked in right behind there. Rob Schwerkolt, our Masters athlete in the all red, he is as tough as nails. Let me tell you that for free. If you ever needed to hear something, that's what you need to hear. Kyle Winkler as well, a 400-metre runner for Box Hill, sitting towards the back of that pack. So guys of every distance and every category want to get their hands on a mile event when it comes around. So our two pacemakers, as you mentioned, third or fourth race of the night, they are absolutely going full gas. To quote Drake, all gas, no brakes. Right now on the track. So these two are going to lead it out. As you mentioned, Pratt is going to be the one to take it up. Our Yarra Rangers athlete tucked in nicely behind Pratt is going to be Norman. So Norman, our Knox athlete too, with Malone starting to move around a little bit, is going to be Christie, our independent athlete. So Pratt being the one to take it up. On the outside is still Norman. Now Norman moves around Pratt, so he's going to give him a bit of a reprieve if he wants it, and if he doesn't, it doesn't matter because he's going to get it anyway. Malone on the outside of Pratt, our Bendigo athlete who we can't quite get a hand on right now, is going to sit behind there.
I think hit number one.
Beautiful. So McAfee. See, this is what we need, the young eyes. We need the experience here. We need Isaac. He's doing a sensational effort. He's jumped in impromptu to be able to get on this microphone. So big thank you to Isaac Babile, who's here all night and all year on YouTube if you haven't seen it or heard about it. So Scotty Benedict points up to the sky and says, I'll give it one more. Our Knox swagger athlete in Malone now. He says, all right, Scotty, time to step off. Down. Time for me to have a go at this pace. And he says, I'm going to make it hot. So he's going to move now 15, 20 metres, maybe even stretch it if you want, but we probably won't. We'll keep it realistic. It's at about 20 metres. They've got a chase pack of about 3 or 4 right now. So we're going to see how those guys interchange.
So I believe that's Pratt, Malone. Oh, sorry, Malone's leading. It's Pratt, Christie, McAfee, and Norman there in that chase pack. And I don't reckon they're going to be able to get to Malone because he's really put a huge gap on him. That's about 30 metres, I reckon. So he's got a few seconds on him, and I reckon if he can hold on to this could be a very fast time. So Malone's starting to pull away here, and looks like Christie's going to have a bit of work to do if he wants to get these boys rolling.
Yeah, well, Malone has absolutely not turned around. He is all the way to the finish line, Malone. So our Knox Swagger boys, well, they seem to always get it done, and tonight's no exception. So Malone's going to be the one with 250 metres to go. Absolutely gliding. If you've heard of Winks, you've heard of Malone because they've got the same stride. So 200 metres to go. Malone now, 4:09 on the clock. Christie gets a little sniff. Gets an absolute sniff. So he's still a fair way away. Malone's still striding out, but Christie's not going to die wondering. He's going to die knowing at least. So Malone going to lead it out. 130 metres to go. Christie at 150. Do you believe in miracles? I've seen Stephen Bradbury, but even this would be something. So Malone now 100 metres to go. He's going to take out, I believe. Unless something happens, it's not going to. Men's E-mile is going to belong to Malone of Knox. Christie gritting the teeth right now. McAfee, we believe it is in third. He's going to go back, and Pratt in fourth, but it's all Malone. 4:45 on the clock. Puts the hands up, loves it.
Oh, McAfee.
The boys, McAfee,
just got
big
him.
dip.
Christie's had to dive over the line there, but I think he might have just been pipped for third.
He's given everything there, these boys. There are some absolutely cooked boys at this finish line, but great racing by Malone. You're right, spotted him far too much distance, and away he went.
Ooh, good finish there as well.
So a potential Victorian record for our over 60s. Mark Hipworth there as well.